Good evening, folks. My name is Greg Lewis. I'm the city organizer here for Pecha Kucha, Cincinnati. I'd like to thank you all for coming to our inaugural event here at the CAC. You can't see it right now, but the view from here is spectacular. I am so happy to have everybody here. The first rule of Pecha Kucha is how do you say Pecha Kucha? Its origins are from Japanese language. The syllables Pecha Kucha directly translates to the word chit-chat in the English language. But really, the meaning of it is the sounds of conversation. And that's what you're going to hear here tonight from our wonderful presenters. The idea originated with two architects in Tokyo, feedback, Ostrey Klein and Mark Ditham of Klein Ditham Architecture. Their collaborative approach to architecture and community design exhibitions became the fertile ground for the origins of Pecha Kucha. The same craft that they exhibited in their work extended to this event. With such attention to detail and material, their work became something to talk about, both within the studio and within the design community at large. Klein Ditham and other creative firms formed a loose cooperative known as Deluxe. The Deluxe firms were interested in exploring the intersection between art, architecture, design, and performance. They soon realized that the concept overwhelmed their capacity at Deluxe, so they had to go bigger. Their new home would be known as Super Deluxe. It was, and still is, a place of experimentation where people can gather informally to show their work in public. They soon figured out that in order to allow people the chance to show, they would have to set limits for the presentations. This is where the Pecha Kucha idea comes in. 20 by 20. 20 images, 20 seconds each, for a total of 6 minutes, 40 seconds of fascinating, creative ideas shared by fantastic people. They soon figured out this simple concept was the catalyst to launch Pecha Kucha internationally. PK has spread virally to now 169 cities. I know I said 168 in the video, but it's 169 all over the globe. It has landed on every continent with the exception of Antarctica. PK cities include Madrid, Budapest, Seoul, Mumbai, some I can't pronounce, and some you've probably never heard of. Here in the States, Pecha Kucha is active in 42 cities. I first heard about it from a friend in San Francisco who was a presenter out there. But I didn't really engage the idea until I had a chance to meet with one of the city organizers in Seattle. He inspired me to contact Tokyo and bring Pecha Kucha here to Cincinnati. After presenting my qualifications and ideas to Klein Ditham, they presented me with a simple handshake agreement. Once signed, I began to craft a team of passionate, intelligent, and motivated people, each with unique talents and skills. We knew early on we wanted to be part of the city, downtown. And what better space for this inaugural event than this contemporary art center, made even more beautiful by the installation you see above us. Nazanin Kodadad was instrumental in securing this venue and getting together the great food and fantastic music that you're enjoying this evening. Our next step was to establish a web presence. For this, we left it in the hands of Josh Barnes and his professionals at Open Field Creative. They agreed to partner with us and develop the identity of Pecha Kucha Cincinnati. The website will feature images, movies, information about presentations, both present and in the future. Now, Pecha Kucha is nothing without its presenters. But until we established PK in Cincinnati, we would have to go seek them out. The lineup that Chris Schoonover-Ross put together tonight is indicative of the creative talent we have available here in Cincinnati. To get the word out to all of you, we relied on the combined resources of our entire team, but mostly on the efforts of Paul Carolombo, who launched a guerrilla campaign to local shops, galleries, schools, and firms. He helped to mobilize the creative community and bring all of you here tonight. And in the spirit of collaboration, Steve Haber invited sponsors to join us in supporting Pecha Kucha Night Cincinnati. Their support contributed to the wonderful food great music, interactive website, and informative postcards and brochures that you see here and experience this evening. Recently, we had the fortune of bringing on Brian Monahan to the team. His knowledge of how to put together a show and his connections with the online community helped make this event a success. We'd like to thank Brian and everyone at Prestige Audiovisual for generously providing support of all the equipment for tonight's event. We'd also like to thank the Contemporary Art Center for graciously hosting us in this beautiful space. We'd like to especially thank Rafaela, Jolene, Aaron, Mike, and Kenneth for all their work to bring PK to the CAC. And then there's all of you. Each ticket purchased is a contribution to the success of this event. When combined with the generosity of our sponsors, we are encouraged by the support of Pecha Kucha Night here in Cincinnati. If you haven't figured out yet, I've prepared this presentation in the PK style, 20 slides, 20 seconds. This is a taste, just a taste of what you're going to see here. The story of Pecha Kucha is found in this book by Klein Didham, 20 by 20, a celebration. It's available in the bookstore, which will remain open through intermission. And now that you've experienced a taste for Pecha Kucha, there's just one thing left to ask. Do you PK? I would like to welcome up Chris Schooner to provide introductions for our wonderful presenters this evening. Thank you all and enjoy the show.